Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, today your mission, should you choose to accept it, is pretty critical. It could honestly save you a ton of cash and wasted ad spend. We're talking about understanding the absolute bedrock online foundation you must have in place before you even think about launching that big marketing campaign or, pouring money into growth.
Yeah, it's honestly the number one pitfall we see. Businesses are so eager to get new customers, they sprint towards the finish line, but they haven't actually secured the starting blocks. Think about it. If someone tries to find you online and they can't, or maybe what they do find is scattered, inconsistent, and maybe looks a bit
And
untrustworthy.
all that effort, the ads, the campaigns,
Yeah,
it just falls flat.
completely flat. Every dollar spent trying to grow just fizzles out
Yeah.
because the foundation isn't there.
Right. Okay, so our goal in this deep dive is to really boil down the essentials. We're focusing on the four non-negotiable basics you need to get right. These are the things that make your business findable, make it look credible online. It's the difference, really, between building your marketing on solid ground versus, well, quicksand. Let's kick off with the immediate problem, the cost of not doing this. You mentioned this idea of leaking customers. It sounds subtle, like these aren't big, disastrous floods, but maybe small drips.
Exactly. They're small, silent, almost administrative leaks. But over time, they're constantly costing you phone calls, website clicks, potential sales. They're insidious because they're not exciting failures,
Right.
right? They're often just boring technical details someone forgot about.
Okay, give us an example. What does a leak look like in the real world?
Oh, we've all been there. You look up a shop, see the hours on Google, drive across town, only to get there and find out they're closed. Because the hours listed online were from like 3 years ago and never got updated.
Ah, okay. That's definitely happened to me. So frustrating. You don't go back.
You probably don't. That customer is lost, annoyed. It wasn't a bad product, it was bad information. That's a leak.
Got it. So that's one type. What other kinds of these silent drips should business owners be aware of?
Well, a lot of it comes down to losing control, honestly. You might have an old Facebook page floating around with the wrong address, maybe promoting services you don't even offer anymore.
Or worse.
Or worse, the main Google business profile, the really important one. Maybe the login was tied to, say, an old manager's personal email. They left years ago. Nobody knows the password. It's just stuck.
So you've got this vital online asset, but it's actually hurting you because you can't update it. It's like an anchor.
Precisely. Another big one, surprisingly common, is using a personal email like a free Gmail or Hotmail for official business stuff, on your contact page or for support.
Yeah, that doesn't exactly scream professional, does it?
It really doesn't. Instantly makes you pause. Duplicate listings are another killer. Google sees 2 or 3 slightly different profiles for Joe's Plumbing.
It gets confused.
It gets confused, yeah. Which hurts your ranking, makes you look less reliable. And the last one you touched on from the sources, the lack of reviews.
The weak or non-existent reviews. The quiet killer.
That's probably the fastest way for a potential customer, someone who's almost ready to buy, to just click over to your competitor who does have good reviews. Look, you could have the best service, the best product on earth, but if your online shopfront is invisible or looks neglected or just feels sketchy, all your marketing money, poof, gone.
The journey just stops dead.
It does. It's frustrating for the customer and they just bail.
Yeah.
You have to plug these basic holes first.
Okay, let's stop the leaking in. Let's build that solid foundation. You've outlined 4 fundamentals. Let's start with number 1. Verify and complete public profiles. Planting your flag, you called it.
Right. This is about claiming your digital turf, basically. The places online where your customers are already looking for businesses like yours. And verification. It's not a nice to have. It's the price of admission. If you're not verified on key platforms, you're often just invisible in important searches. You can't collect reviews properly. You might not even show up with the right hours.
Verified beats invisible. Makes sense.
Every single time.
Okay, but let me push back a little for the listener who might be thinking, hang on, I run an online business. I don't have a physical shop. Why do I need to verify on Google Maps or Apple Maps? Isn't my website enough?
That's a really good question, and the answer kind of shows how much things have changed. It really depends on your business model. If you are a local business, like a shop, a restaurant, a plumber with a service area, then yes, Google, Bing, Apple Business Connect, those are absolutely critical. That's how people find you on maps in near me searches.
Okay, that's clear for local.
Yeah.
What about e-commerce then?
E-commerce, your priority shifts slightly. You absolutely must get your products properly set up in Google Merchant Center.
Google Merchant Center. For anyone not familiar, What exactly is that?
Think of it like Google's main product library. It's where you upload all your product details, names, prices, images, inventory. This is what feeds those picture-based shopping ads you see at the top of search results. Without being verified and having a clean, accurate feed in Merchant Center, your products just won't show up there.
Gotcha.
Ah.
So you're missing out on prime visibility. And for online services, like consultants or agencies.
For them, it's more about credibility on industry-specific platforms. Think LinkedIn for professional services or sites like Clutch, G2, Capterra for software and marketing services. Verifying there builds authority.
Okay, so basic #1 is getting verified and filling everything out, tailored to where your customers are looking. That leads perfectly into basic #2, standardize NAP and brand details.
You're saying every single one of those profiles we just verified needs to look exactly the same, singing from the same song sheet. Precisely. Standardization. And the core of this is the acronym NAP. That's name, address, or your defined service area, and phone number. This is like your business's unique digital fingerprint. And the rule is dead simple, but crucial. These details have to be identical, everywhere.
Identical how? Like character for character.
Yes, character for character,
Damn.
comma for comma. No abbreviations on one profile and the full word on another. If it's street on your website, it needs to be street on Google, not saint.
Okay, I get the consistency principle, but why is that level of detail so important? Does Google or a customer really care about street versus saint? It feels a bit obsessive, maybe, like admin for admin's sake.
But it's not just admin. That small difference. It actually matters hugely to the algorithms. Consistency does two big things at once. First, for customers, even subconsciously, it's a trust signal. It says, this business is organized, professional, stable, they've got their act together.
Okay, the trust part I get. What about the algorithm?
For search engines like Google, that identical NAP across multiple reliable sources, it's a massive ranking signal. Inconsistent data actually lowers what Google calls its knowledge graph confidence score.
Knowledge graph confidence score. Okay, tell me more about that. That sounds important.
It is. Basically, Google's knowledge graph is its attempt to understand real-world things, people, places, businesses. When it sees your exact NAP, your exact hours, your website URL perfectly consistent across your website, your Google profile, maybe Yelp, your industry directory, it's confidence that you are a real, legitimate, stable business. It goes way up.
And if it sees inconsistencies, street here, saint there, maybe a slightly different phone number format.
Its confidence drops, and when confidence drops, your listings get shown less often and usually lower down in the search results.
Wow. Yeah, that reframes it completely.
Oh.
Suddenly, that tiny detail isn't just admin work, it's strategic. Consistency equals trust and better ranking. Got it. Let's move to basic #3 then. This one feels very practical. Own access and credentials. Security and control.
Yeah, this is the one people often ignore until it's way too late. Until they lose access to something vital, or worse, get hijacked. The absolute first step here is ownership. Every digital asset, your Google profile, your Facebook page, your domain name, your email marketing tool, must be owned by and registered under your main business email address on your domain.
Not a personal Gmail.
No.
Or an old employee's account.
Absolutely not. That's asking for trouble down the line. Use your main business email, like info@yourcompany.com.
Okay, so secure the ownership first. Beyond that, what's the quick security checklist everyone should run through?
Two immediate things. Use a password manager. Seriously, no excuses. And second, turn on two-factor authentication 2FA everywhere you possibly can. Those two actions alone stop the vast majority of basic security breaches. But there's a really important point when you bring in outside help, like an agency.
Right. If you hire a marketing agency, they need access to things, surely. How do you manage that safely?
They do need access, but you grant it carefully using the principle of least privilege.
Least privilege. Break that down for us conversationally. What does that actually mean?
Okay, think of it like giving a repair person a key to your house. You wouldn't give them your master key that unlocks everything forever, right? You give them a specific key, maybe just for the back door, just for the time they need to do the job. Least privilege is the digital version of that.
So give them only the minimum access they need to do their specific task.
Exactly. If they're running your Google ads, they get ads access. They don't need ownership rights or the ability to delete your profile or change your core business details. And this is critical. The moment their contract ends or the project is done, you revoke that access immediately. Don't leave old permissions floating around.
Because if you don't truly own and control these digital assets,
Then you can't protect them. And you certainly can't build a bigger, more valuable business on a foundation you don't actually control. It's too risky.
Okay. Verify, standardize, own. We found the business, the info is consistent, it's secure. That brings us to the fourth and final fundamental: seed trust and proof. So now that people can find you and the info is right, you need to convince them you're actually good.
Precisely. Verification gets them to look, but proof gets them to trust and, ultimately, to buy. We live in a world where proof matters a lot. Once a customer confirms your hours or location, their very next thought is usually, okay, but are they any good? Can I trust them? What do other people say?
So reviews, testimonials, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Positive reviews, clear policies that reduce risk, real customer testimonials, maybe case studies for service businesses. This proof isn't just for show, it directly impacts your bottom line. It boosts conversion rates.
It's not just about vanity metrics then. It actually leads to more business.
Oh, absolutely. Businesses that are proactive about collecting and showcasing proof, they see better click-through rates on their ads, higher conversion rates on their websites, more phone calls, more messages. It greases the wheels at every stage.
So for a service business, that might be getting client quotes or writing up short case studies.
Yep. Credible testimonials, mini case studies showing results, maybe adding relevant industry badges or certifications they're allowed to display.
And for an e-commerce store, what does proof look like for them?
For stores, transparency is huge. That means really clear, easy-to-find returns and shipping policies, removes a major buying hesitation, and they absolutely need to use a reviews platform, something reliable, often third-party, like Google customer reviews, Trustpilot, Judge.me. There are loads. People trust those systems.
It's not enough to just say, we're great on your own site.
Not anymore. You need that external validation. You need clear policies. That's the proof that helps someone move from just looking to actually clicking add to cart or making that call.
Okay, those four fundamentals: verify, standardize, own, and prove. That's the mental model. But hearing all that, it could feel a bit daunting. Where do you even start? Let's break down the 10-step quick start plan from your sources, not as some massive months-long project, but as a focused way to get this foundation solid, fast.
Yeah, the key is doing them in roughly this order, because each step kind of builds on the previous one. It creates a logical workflow.
Right. So, step one, where's the absolute starting point?
Step one, lock down your official canonical business name and your exact NAP details. Decide exactly how your name is spelled, the precise format for your address, the main phone number. Write it down. This is your single source of truth.
Okay, establish the master record first. Makes sense. Then what?
Then steps 2 and 3 flow directly from that. Go verify your primary listings, Google, Bing, LinkedIn, Merchant Center, whichever ones are key for your business type. And as you verify, complete every single field. Don't skip anything. Categories, services offered, attributes, accessibility info, all those operating hours, a good description. Every blank field is a missed opportunity.
Fill it all out, then we make it look good and work properly.
Exactly. Steps 4 and 5 are about visuals and function. Upload a sharp logo, a compelling cover photo, and importantly, at least 5 to 10 high-quality photos that actually show your work, your place, your products. And then crucially, add all the ways people can contact you. Call buttons, messaging links, booking forms, website link, and test them. Make sure they actually go to the right place.
Don't just assume they work.
Yeah.
Good point. Okay, what about the trust signals, reviews, and communication?
That's steps 6 and 7. Set up your review generation process immediately. Get that simple link you can share with happy customers. Draft some templates for responding to reviews, both good and bad, so you can reply quickly and professionally. And at the same time, turn on messaging if you plan to use it, like on Google or Facebook, and test it thoroughly. If someone messages you, you need a system to reply fast.
Right, responsiveness matters. Okay, Nearly there. The control and security pieces.
Steps 8 and 9. Centralize that ownership under the main business domain email, like we discussed. Add any team members or agencies who need access, but only give them the minimum permissions they need, least privilege. And critically, document all of this. Where are your logins? Who has access to what? Keep a simple, secure access map or log. It protects your assets.
And the final step, number 10, isn't really a step, is it? It's ongoing.
Exactly. Step 10 is scheduling a regular checkup. Put a recurring reminder in your calendar, maybe monthly, just to do some basic hygiene. Check your hours are still correct. Look for any new spammy duplicate listings that popped up. Respond to recent reviews. Make sure everything's still clean and accurate.
So it's not set it and forget it. It needs maintenance.
Needs maintenance, just like any valuable asset. This whole 10-step plan, it's vital whether you're a local pizza place needing map directions, an online store needing product feed approval, or a consultant needing that third-party credibility to close deals faster. Hashtag tag outro.
That was incredibly clear. A really practical roadmap. So, quick recap of the big 4 ideas. Verify your presence. Standardize all your core details everywhere for ranking and trust. Own your access and keep it secure. And proof, build credibility with reviews and clear policies. Get those 4 right, and you stop those silent, costly leaks.
Mm-hmm. And maybe the final thought to leave everyone with is this. Take a really hard, honest look at your own business's online presence right now. Forget the flashy marketing plans for a second. Look underneath at the plumbing. Ask yourself honestly, is this foundation actually solid? Is it built to last? Can it handle growth? Because only when you can confidently say yes to that, only then are you truly ready to build something bigger, something really incredible on top of it.